Hi, I'm Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. This is my Kerbal training craft, the third aluminium Rhinoceros. I've flown past the Mun, landed on Minmus, and had the crew plant flags. So far, so good. What I now need to do is launch from Minmus and dock with the transfer stage that took the lander from Kerbin orbit past the Mun and onto Minmus. Unfortunately, the transfer stage does not have enough Delta V left to do the final part of the mission. Leave Kerbin's sphere of influence and then bring the crew back to Kerbin, where they will become 3-star Kerbals. I need to get some more fuel to this stage, and also stop it from drifting so the lander can dock with it. So, I launched another of my asteroid intercept craft. Given that it was designed to grab a great big asteroid and have enough Delta V to bring it back to a Kerbin orbit, it should be more than able to get to Minmus and give the transfer stage sufficient fuel to complete the mission. The launch wasn't the best. I had to spend a fair amount of Delta V circularizing, but I still managed to get to Minmus with a reasonable orbit and rendezvous with the transfer stage, ready to attempt docking.
Alright, so I waited a bit till I'm into the sunshine. So let's actually dock. Now that I can see what I'm doing. And we will rotate ourselves. I think I want to be about here. Yeah. And I'll just... yeah. Basically so that the controls make some kind of sense from where I'm pointing. Right, so we want to arm ourselves. We want to arm the claw. And okay, now I thought I was going to have to do I thought I was going to have to grab this item and stop it spinning before I did anything else, but I'm not sure if that's actually the case now. So I'm going to try something, because what I am going to want to do is dock the lander to this transfer stage that I'm approaching. Oh, I see, I'm doing something stupid. Yeah, so by default, when you select a thing as a target and you say I want to go towards the target, you're going, straight into it, like that. But of course, the thing it's selected to be my. Am I going towards it or away from it? There we go. The thing it's selected to be my target is the docking port at the front, and obviously if I connect onto that, the problem is that I will be in the way of the lander when I eventually want to get there. Now I can obviously I've got a claw. The whole point is I can connect absolutely anywhere I want to. So what I'm going to try and do is connect exactly at the back end of it, because part of the problem that I've got, that I'm going to have, is that I don't have let's go back a bit. In fact, part of my problem is I don't have up and down is the way, not the way I expect it to be. I don't have very much monopropellant left in my lander. So what I may need to do is, instead of docking my lander to the transfer stage, I may have to do the exact opposite and dock the transfer stage to the lander. And that means, as accurately as possible, and there are some difficulties here, apart from the fact that I'm an awful pilot. Because if I'm going to do it that way, I want to be right up the back end of well, basically I want to be right up the back end and pointing exactly the right way. So I'm a bit off on terms of angle, but if I free the pivot, that's not done what I want it to do. That hasn't done what I want it to do at all. That's going to have to do. Make sure that my orbit isn't doing anything stupid. Right, we seem to be okay there. So I may have to use this to dock with the other craft. Now let's see just how much fuel I can transfer over usefully. The answer is not very much. I now don't know what, yeah, so that's now my engine. Let's turn off RCS. So I don't know how much Delta V I actually added into this. I mean, this was designed to move a great big huge asteroid around. And I didn't need that much extra on this to work. So, at the very least, I want that to be connected so this remains stationary, and I'm going to hope that I've got enough RCS left on my lander when it comes up that it is going to be able to dock. If not, then what I may have to do instead is control everything from here and dock with the lander using the RCS that is on this here, because I've still got quite an amount of monopropellant left. The other option is to bring up the lander, get it stationary, you know, compared to this transfer stage, and then have this dock with that and hand over its RCS. We will see. So I'm just going to assume that that's going to be my episode. So I've got that docking done. I now have this is going to be stable, which means that I should be able to dock with it. I may want to change it from, if I remember correctly, I probably want to use radial or anti-radial. Yeah. Basically, when I match orbits, really what I'm going to want to do the docking is to make sure this is always pointing in a consistent direction, so that I can then point my incoming craft in a consistent direction, and not have to worry too much about aligning the craft. So I'd probably want to do a control from here kind of thing. What's its target? Okay, it's still targeting itself, I think. So if I, you know, by clicking control from that point there, it's going to point that whatever radial, whatever counts as anti-radial or radial. That's what I gave it. What's that one? Maybe I wanted anti-radial. Decisions. Definitely don't want to use RCS, because that, apart from anything else, is going to burn some of the burner engines, which I don't want. Target normal. I wanted that blue one that was at the top there, and I don't know where that is. And those aren't really helping me, because they're little tiny symbols. Anyway, that's that episode. So the thing to do next is to launch the lander, which is currently over here on the dark side. So I might wait until it's, well, I need to wait until that's coming overhead anyway, and we'll see how that is. I'll try and wait until it's during the daytime, because it'd be sucky and annoying if I do it during the night. But I mean, with the way things always go, if I launch during the day, I'll almost certainly end up having to I'll end up docking at night or something, just because life is irritating. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Do hit like and subscribe if you've been enjoying this video. Do come and join Neil Enough Dice at neilenougghdice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter to find us there. And until next time, reach for the stars.